Alright, welcome back to Zoo Tycoon 2. I decided not to wait too long. I'll wait till I got to 5k, and it actually didn't take very long at all to do. So that's cool. Let's look at the camels, make sure they're alright. Yeah, alright. Let's dive on into it. More animal exhibits. So, this area right here. Let's see if we can't rescue some of these trees. Put those there. I like the idea of turning this into an exhibit, obviously. But the land is like super uneven. So I'm going to have to figure out how exactly I want to go about turning this into a proper exhibit, animal exhibit. And I think we'll forego the hippos. And I don't think the bisons are on the agenda. We could get more buffaloes. Certainly a possibility. So let me try and figure out. I'm just gonna get my gigantic smoother tool out. And I think I'll just smooth everything down. And let's put some hills in here. The thought process is, I don't like this gigantic hole here, but continue smoothing. The thought process is that maybe we have just like a little bowl. And the ground's definitely uneven, but I kind of like this. Kind of like it a lot. Maybe we put like some water in there. I was gonna say the bridge over water, but maybe. Okay, yes, I see the peacocks are currently being neglected. I do believe it's time to get another zookeeper in, because people don't like seeing unhappy animals. Kevin Lowe. Hey, why not you don't go in that tree and you eat some grass? I like that idea better. So the cache is actually exploding. I think it's time to start parsing out which exhibit each zookeeper attends. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't think I've ever done this before. Deshpande. I assign to you the camels, the musk ox, the mooses, and this exhibit down here too. 4 for you, Deshpande. Keeper Smith, on the other hand, will be in charge of peacocks, penguins, caribou, and crocs. 4 for 4. Cool. Alright, I like that there. I like all of this. Figure out where we're going to put in a gate to get into this exhibit. Right here seems perfect. Maybe we do more than one gates. This is a rather nice, large exhibit. So I'm kind of thinking maybe we go something a little better. Ostriches? I recall ostriches being a little expensive. So I was kind of thinking like some zebras. But now we do the whole re-rolling. Rhinos. Giraffes. Giraffes are cool, obviously. Generux. A lot of African animals. I'll decline the sea otter, although they're pretty cool. Save those for marine animals. Oh, maybe koala. Maybe koala. I will say, we need 8 outside North America, 3 in North America, right? So that's 11 exhibits. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So out of 8, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be 5. Maybe 6 up here. Maybe a 7th out of here. And then you'll have to figure out where you want to put the last one in. Maybe something over here. Koalas, as cool as they would be, are expensive. I'm going to re-roll. That's what I'm looking for. How about some zebras? So, let's start getting this exhibit ready to go. There are some interesting spots that are not painting too well, but I think I'm going to ignore them. Alright, let's figure out where we would put this. Right over there. And there's, you can see this bump right here, which I'm going to smooth. It's still there. So let's keep working on that. I don't like that. Could you pick back up, please? Thank you. You know, I might just... Well, never give up, right? I kind of get the feeling the more you smooth it, the worse it gets. Alright. I think I'm going to call Uncle there. It's obviously still uneven and whatnot, but close enough for rock and roll. You can have a scratching post. I'll put that right there. And let's put down some hay here. And some water here. So trees. How about a baobab? Now put there. I think that looks alright. Just to the 2 trees, but I will give them plenty of grass. And I might give them a big rock. I might not, actually. Forget the rock. How about 2 smalls? So let's start putting down some grasses. This is an Australian grass, but that's okay. Let's put in the zebras. Male, female. Alright, so I am going to get actually a 3rd zookeeper down. Fatima, you can be in charge of the zebras. She is booking it though. I don't know where she's going. She's just got to worry about the zebras. So, something like that, pathway-wise. I think you should have more than enough space to look through in here, so that's cool. Alright, let's see about a small little exhibit that follows this ridge. Let's look at the land first. It's really flat up here. Hey, I just noticed this tree is not... It's a red cedar tree. It's not actually a rainforest tree. That's interesting. Let's give that to our mooses. So, let me see. I think I'll expand this out just a little. Flatten that, but keep the rest of that. Like, okay. I think we'll follow. Well, let's straighten this out a bit. I'll make this nice and small. I'm looking for this to be flat across. And then maybe definitely here. There. Let's look at this from this side. Definitely going to follow this little ridge. So something like that. And like that. Okay. Now, muskox 2 has died of old age. Well, that's our first animal that has passed away. Sad to see. They did have 3 kids, though. He kind of looks like... Okay, no, he's grooming, despite being on the ground. I was going to say, he looks like... Yeah. Okay, look at that. So, muskox 1 is about to die of old age. So here's a little trick we released to the wild. Alright, I like this, like this. I'd like to come down here. Like this. Let's make this interesting. How about that? Smooth that out. It's steep, that it is, but I kind of like the idea of having, you can look down and from here, eye level, you can go up here and look. So, I think that's cool. As for these trees, I like the idea of saving them. So let's put them right here. And we definitely don't have the cash to get in. Definitely the gazelles are going here, I think. But all this interesting pathways. Let's see, I could use some more cash, please. Ask and you shall receive. How's everything looking? Looking pretty good. People are using the bridge, which is pretty cool, if I do say so myself. You can do it, Katie. Well, maybe you can't. You seem kind of stuck there. Kind of like she's trying to view the animals, but she's like blocking the pathway here. Alright. You're concerning me, Tiana. Yeah. Concerned. Alright, let's see about helping the people out. Let's see if I sell that fence, if it'll let me do this. Okay. Flat, please. See, this is not wanting to work out. Up. I don't know why it's continuing to want to do this, but it is. Now crocodile has laid an egg. I can hear the birth being done. Alright. I want that like that. This rock. I don't like That, oh no. It's a disaster. Okay, fix. Why are you this way? Alright, well, this is certainly interesting. Let's do our best to remedy the, oh, it's this fence that's the issue. Okay. Stop it. Get some help. Sell that fence. No, I'm very serious about selling this fence. Alright. Thank you. I require flatness. Pathway down, please. Maybe up from here. Well, that looks quite messed up, doesn't it? Let's see if anyone can figure out how to transverse this. Maybe it would just take some smoothing out. Although I don't like that. Moment of truth. My man, can you cross it, Michael? Alright, he can. So, as strange as that looks now, I'm not gonna worry about it. So that was new. But hey. Live and learn. Can't all be perfect. Let's let's move on. So, gazelle. All of a sudden, I'm seeing this gigantic... Is it a hole? It is a hole. I don't like that. That's gotta go. Thank you very much. Let's put them in now. And there's an umbrella. I'm gonna have some food and drink right in the center here. No salt licks today. Thanks. You can have a baobab. And an acacia tree. Have a rock. Alright. That looks pretty good. I'm trying to think. Did I say I wanted to put an exhibit into here? Not quite a fan of putting one in there. Has our zookeeper been informed that they are also taking care of these guys? So let's go ahead and put in a donation box, like on this corner, I guess. Yeah, I'll put it right here. How will I orientate it though? That's the real question. Right there. Alright, so it wouldn't be an episode without something going wrong, i.e. the bridge, but you know, I thought about making it bigger. But I'm just not sure if it's going to let me do that. I think we'll just stick with that. I think it's messed up enough. Says it still works. I would, however, like... Well, I guess the curve is okay. I was gonna say I'd like it more diagonal, but I just don't think it's gonna work out. Alright, let's put another donation box down. So we can really cash in on our guests. Camel's giving birth. It's cool. Okay, let me think. You know, if this land was flat, I could put in another exhibit here. Okay. We need to deal with that. So, how are we going to deal with this? We're going to do our best to appease the camels by adding small increments of space into their exhibits. And to do that, I'm going to flatten this. Yeah, it's pretty strange looking. I realize this. But we'll see what they think of that. Desert, please. Oh. Clicking on the wrong thing. I don't think this is going to be enough, obviously. I would be real... Oh, it is. Okay, well, there you have it. Dumb camels. I was going to say, I can move this back and continue to flatten, but they seem to be happy with such a small little addition, so I'm not going to question it. Lost a good amount of cash, but let me see about continuing the expansion over here. So something like this. Sell that. Moose wants to reproduce. I think it's kind of in my best interest to make sure that the moose does not reproduce. Alright. Well, this is actually small, but I think it kind of works. Now, I will say, I would like this more flat. Let's get this a little bigger. Alright. I see this bump right here. Go away, please. Let's go ahead and put this in here. You're who I want. You're going to be in charge of this, too. Move the orchid tree out. Guess can't find an ATM, but I put in an ATM. This is going to bother me, not gonna lie, but what are you gonna do? So, maybe we introduce the Nile monitor here. I don't think we're gonna have enough time to finish on this episode, so one more episode here, I think, is for the best. I'm going to take this time to save and take a look. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's going to be this and one more exhibit. So why don't we, for the remainder of this episode, plan out where we're going to put this last exhibit in. And I think I'm seeing a spot here. I don't like this outcropping. So I may just say nix it. And I'm kind of thinking this would be a good spot for one last exhibit. But let me get straight lines, if you don't mind. And I'll fill in these holes. Yeah, alright. That looks much better. So, fence. Does that work? It does indeed. That looks pretty good there. Now, I will say, there's like no way to get into this exhibit. Let's see that space. That looks pretty good. Certainly big enough. Alright, let's extend the pathway out. Just something like this. And I'm thinking this little area, there's not much room. But maybe we do some like food or drink here. So let me see. I'm kinda... yeah, I think I prefer that. So let me see about this here. How about something like that? Strange. Certainly. Okay, the penguins, man. Get down off the mountain. Go drink some water. Go eat some food. As cool as this penguin exhibit is, it's rather not functional because the penguins keep getting stuck on top of this mountain. But that's kind of the charm of this zoo, is uneven ground. Alright, I need to figure out how would a oh, you should not be up there. That's a first. How would a zookeeper go about getting into this exhibit? And I'm thinking what we do is this, actually. So let's see how that looks. Big rise up, but seems okay. I'll put the gate in there. I don't see my zookeeper running. There you are. So there's going to be your 4. Okay, let's see. Time. Just about out of time. We go Nile Monitor. We could do African Buffalo to end it. I think I might just let this episode run a little longer. And Nile Monitor there, although they are a little expensive, but let's aim to end this here. So this is going to be Wetlands, and they're actually both wetlands. You are in a terrible spot. Don't do that again, please. That's kind of strange. Sometimes when the animals run around, they can get in spots they're not supposed to. But I'll sell the compost. Hopefully that'll get us enough money to end this very quickly. And I think I will put in one of each, even though you should really put in 2, in my opinion. I've constantly flirted with the idea of putting in Nile monitors, but I think now's the time to do it. Small scrub burrow or a reptile pool. Interesting. What is the reptile pool? Alright, well it definitely seems like the pool would be the way to go. It's an additional 1,400 bucks though, so now monitors eat meat. I never would have thought. I guess that makes sense. Put that down there. And now I'm starting to question whether they should have some water now. They probably should. They are the Nile monitors after all. Let's put some water in here. Let's see how that looks. Seems okay. This land is obviously, it's actually cliff-like, so let's see if we can't smooth this out a bit. And I'll go ahead and let's put a male down. But let's go ahead and finish off the exhibit with some trees and whatnot. Have a rock. There. So, there's one Nile monitor down, and a faithful African buffalo to end it. Put the grass there, water there, umbrella, none of that, thanks. I will put in a small little pool here in the absolute middle of the exhibit. They are water buffaloes, I guess, you know. How about some mangroves? I don't know, tree in the water, why not? Always a cool part of the wetlands exhibits is you get to put the plants in. Green pitcher plant. I've never seen this before. It's a land only. You know, papyrus is more native, I'll say. So we ended up ending on a 3-star, which is pretty cool. This should end it. Alright, your zoo has been a great success, and the new North American exhibit area is a hit. The balance between species from North America and those from other regions of the world have ensured that you fall within regulations. Let's continue playing for now. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this zoo. I am going to... What's your issue, Roberto? Warden? He's exhausted. I bet he is. There's a lot of hills to climb. I think you get the idea. My thought is put in some food and drink here, and then obviously pair these two animals with possible mates. But I think this is gonna about end it here. The final episode. We got really almost spider-like with these paths. Still, everyone congregates over here, but that's okay. So I think that's gonna be a wrap for this zoo. You know, we definitely had our challenges and whatnot, but I think it came out alright. So, from next episode, we'll focus on a new zoo. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. More to come, definitely. Subscribe if you haven't. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and end it. I love you. Not really.